Welcome back to the news at 4. The Boise State Broncos have another opportunity to craft an NCAA tournament-worthy resume.
They take on the UNLV Running Rebels in the quarterfinals of the Mountain West Conference Tournament tonight at 7 o'clock Mountain Time. Athletic Director Jeremiah Dickey believes they should be in.
Rice draws a crowd. Somebody's got to be open. Inside to Milner. He's open, and he dunks it home.
Selection Sunday, right around the corner. If you look at the numbers, gosh, it certainly seems like this basketball team is in the NCAA tournament.
Shot blocked by Milwaukee, but it's recovered by Najee Smith, who dunks it home.
We're all holding our collective breath.
We absolutely deserve to be in the tournament. There's no question in my mind. Yes, we are planning an event on Sunday. We will let our fans know on Saturday. A lot still needs to play out. I'm more concerned about tomorrow and the 1-0 mentality.
The 1-0 mentality. Sports Director Jay Test joins us now live from Las Vegas. So, Jay, do you think the Broncos deserve to be in the big dance?
Doug, I do. There are a number of metrics that suggest that, none more than the net rankings, where the Broncos have been in the top 30 for almost 2 months now. You know, this is where dreams are made. These Mountain West or these postseason conference tournaments are so important to a team's NCAA tournament chances. I remind you, a year ago, Boise State came down here, swept through the whole thing, and secured the league's automatic bid to the NCAA tournament. They still have a chance to do that this year. It'll take 3 wins in 3 days. That journey begins tonight at 7 o'clock against UNLV. Should the Broncos stumble or slip up somewhere along the way, then they're going to leave their chances up to an at-large chance. That means that there's a committee that will weigh in, a committee of 12 members. One of those members was in Boise recently, so I asked him to weigh in on the Broncos. Long before Tom Wistrcill became the commissioner of the Big Sky Conference,
I played in college at a small school.
He commissioned his love for sports on the court. One dream turned into another, and this year, the NCAA courted his opinion by naming him to the NCAA Tournament Selection Committee.
Yeah, being on the selection committee is kind of like been a career goal of mine for, well, almost 30 years, as long as I've been in this business.
Wistrcill is one of 12 members on the committee.
If you're a basketball nut like I am, like you are, it's pretty cool.
And has been tasked with keeping track of a particularly intriguing league.
Mountain West is one of the conferences that I've been assigned to watch. We each get 5. And I've watched more Mountain West basketball. I know their rosters. To me, this is the best I've ever seen the Mountain West. I think the top of the league is as good as it's ever been.
On that note, Boise State's resume sits on top of his stack of NCAA tournament candidates.
You know, when they're healthy, I think they're a really dangerous ball club.
As he continues to keep a close eye on their collection of impressive wins.
What I like about them is, first of all, I think they're really strong defensively. And I think that's what keeps you in games in the NCAA tournament. You're not always going to shoot well. You're in a strange environment in, Albany, New York, playing a team you've never seen before. But defensively, you can stop people. That's a big deal, I think, when it comes to the NCAA tournament.
This week, the process comes to a close. Wistrcill and his 11 counterparts will set the field of 68 teams by sifting through endless amounts of data. Meanwhile, the Broncos hope they get to show off their dance moves and become bracket busters this March.
If things play out the right way and they're in the tournament, they're going to be a hell of a matchup for someone.
As you can see, a very important member of that 12-member committee thinks pretty highly of Boise State's resume. Tom Wistrcill and the other 11 committee members gathered in Indianapolis on Tuesday. They are watching all of these games play out. By Saturday, they'll have a lot of their work done in terms of the teams they think should be in the field. And then on Sunday, they'll make their final adjustments and announce the field of 68. And hopefully, Boise State will be in that field of 68 once again as we send it back to Boise.
Yeah, and Jay, I understand the tournament got off to a little bit of an exciting start with San Diego State, the #1 seed, having a bit of a close call today.
Hey, Doug, one thing we know about the Mountain West this year, there is a ton of parity in the league. There is not much in terms of talent when it comes to separating the top from the bottom. Every game so far has really came right down to the wire, and you're exactly right. San Diego State pushed by the 8th seed in Colorado State. Right now, Nevada, a top seed over San Jose State, trails at halftime. The Broncos are going to get tested against UNLV again tonight at 7 o'clock. Coming up tonight on the news at 6, Doug, I'm going to have more on that matchup with head coach Leon Rice.
All right, Jay, looking forward to it. See you in a couple couple hours on the news at 6, live from Las Vegas.